there, Carol with a K, icartistry.com. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please come back and visit often so you can see the looks that I'll be putting for you here. So today I wanted to do a subtle smoky eye for you in blue. You can do a smoky eye with many shades from black to brown to gray, but you can also do it with a bright color like a purple or a blue. So if you like this look, the video is straight ahead, so keep watching. So I've already filled in my brows with two of my favorite brow pencils. The first one is Lancome's. It's called Mahogany, and it's kind of a powdery texture with a spoolie on the end, and I do that mainly on the outer part of the brow. And then also MAC brow pencil in a color called Strut, which is kind of a reddish brown color. And if you want to see how I do my brows, you can check the videos below, and I have detailed information on filling in my brows. But what I'd like to do now is just to define them. And I'm going to use a little bit of the cream color corrector from Bobbi Brown, and this color is called Dark Peach, and I'm going to use that just below my brow just to really define it a little bit more.
Stay with a hustle. Together we stand, divided we fall. Look, I could give you the world, but you can't have it all. We trying to reach climax, that's climax. We looking for the red ink.
You can really see how just adding that little bit of highlight under the brow really helps to define it, and that's going to be really important, especially when you're creating a dramatic or a smoky eye. Next, I'm going to use an eyelid primer. I'm going to use Lancome's eyeshadow base in Deep Nude, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers. And next, I'm going to use my blending brush that I got from Sephora, and I'm going to use it with MAC's Handwritten, and that is going to go in the crease on my eye. And this is going to be kind of a little bit of a transitioning color in between the blue.
So when I flow, it's right on schedule, premeditated with that herbal medical. In Hollywood you see stars like a telescope.
Now I'm going to use an eyeshadow single from Lancome. This is called Garment, and it's kind of a deep blue, but it's bright enough that you're still going to be able to see the color. And I'm going to use also one of my Sephora brushes. It's actually a synthetic bristle brush. You could use it for concealer, but I like to use it for eyeshadow too because it really deposits the color nicely onto the lid. And I'm just going to press this in on my eyelid.
We're trying to reach climax, that's climax. Mommy looking for the red ink, this is where the bomb at.
Now I'm using that same blending brush that I used to apply the handwritten, and I'm just going to blend that garment color, that blue, in so that it really just blends together with the more brown tone that I put on. I don't want a really defined crease here. I just want it to look kind of blended and smudgy, and that's what creates that kind of a smoky look to the eye. Now using a pencil brush, just a little bit smaller, I'm going to make this just a little bit more intense by adding just a little bit of black. See that little black color? I think this was from a set that I got in a free gift from Lancome. But anyway, I'm going to add this just right at the outside corner of the eye and just blend it down in with that blue, just to add some intensity, but not to make it too much darker, because I still want it to look blue. I don't want it to look black. So I'm just going to blend that in on both sides there. And then I'm going to take my blender brush again and dip it back into the garment, and then just blend it in a little bit more again, just to create that little bit of intensity on the corner, but not to get rid of the blue tone, because I really want it to be a nice smoky blue. And then I'm going back in with that dark blue garment just to make the blue pop just a little bit more, so that there's really a nice contrast between where I intensified it with the black, but I still want it to look blue. And if you notice, I kind of go back and forth between both eyes, because whatever you do on one eye, you want to do on the other eye, or else you're not going to get them to look exactly the same. Now I'm going to use my Smashbox cream liner in deep black, and I'm going to use that to outline the top of my eye, and I'm also going to do the waterline underneath. So now I'm just going to use some makeup white to clean up under the bottom here, and just to really create that angle on the outside of the eye, so that really gives it a little bit more definition.
Stop acting like you're grown, if so, own up. I wanna take you across the world, flowing like the Nile River, cause we flow like lava. You my black Madonna. I think about you all the time, you like a reminder. I remember you used to wanna be my best friend, but hate to think of all.
So next I'm gonna use MAC Studio Finish Concealer to go around my eyes. I'm using a brush this time, but you can use your fingers if you want. And sometimes I do a brush, and sometimes I'll use my fingers. So now I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW40, and I'm just going to go right over where I've applied the NW45, just to give my eye a little bit of a highlight. And for me, it doesn't really matter if I go over the other color because I have really dark circles. So all it does is just lighten and brighten up the dark shadowy area while it gives me a highlight at the same time.
So when I flow, it's right on schedule, premeditated with that herbal medical. In Hollywood you see stars like a telescope. Even when hella broke, I give you hits of that overdose.
So now with Bobbi Brown long wearing eyeliner pencil in Jet, which is a deep black, I'm going to just go over the waterline on my eye again, just because I want it to look really very smoky and a little more intense under the bottom. Next, I'm going to use this little flat Chanel fine liner brush, and I'm going to take this color from, again, this is a Lancome color, this little one right here. It's called Little Blue Dress. This, again, I got it in a set as a free gift, but you can also buy this individually from Lancome. But this is a great blue shade, and it's going to just kind of tie in the blue on the top with the bottom, and I'm just going to line right under the bottom of my lash line with this one.
I'm a provider, show you a rider. You with the flow, body hotter than a sauna. Stop acting like you're grown, if so, own up. I want to take you across the world, flowing like the Nile River, cause we flow like.
Now I'm going to use my finger just to add just a teeny bit more of this garment on the lid, because I really want that blue to pop on my eyelid. Even though it's smoky, I really want it to look like a blue, so I'm adding a little bit more with my finger.
Don't rebuttal, gotta have one mind in a huddle. Be strong through the struggle, stay with a hustle. Together we stand, divided we fall. Look, I could give you the world, but you can't have it all. I'm trying to reach climax, that's why I'm at. You looking for the red ants. This is what I'm trying to reach climax, that's why I'm at. You looking for the red ants. She tryna get into that summer fit, work it. I'm tryna start my own business, cause it's worth it. I know we all gotta find our way, Tom Hanks. Sometimes we gotta take hits, Bobby Boucher. I used to feel lost midway on the passage, till my third eye open. Now I got it in a bag, bitch. Mama walking like she in a pageant, about fat and fashion. My fashionista, icon diva, my Mona Lisa.
So with this smoky blue eye, I wanted to do a nude lip. So I'm using a color from MAC. It's called Styled in Sepia, and it's just kind of nude for my skin tone. I'm gonna outline my lips with this also matte color that's called Bittersweet, which is also very nude on my skin tone. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this MAC lip gloss over the top of it. This is called Lychee Luxe. And on me, it looks fairly nude. It has just a little hint of a peachy tone to it. And that's it. This is the finished look. The smoky blue eye with a neutral or nude lip. Again, you want to pick colors that work with your skin tone. I can go a little more intense with some of my colors because I have a deeper skin tone, but just use colors that work well for you and just play with it and have fun. So please feel free to leave me comments here or on any one of my pages and let me know what you think of the video, let me know what you think of the looks, or if there's any looks that you'd like to see me do. Okay guys, until next time, stay beautiful.